Good morning. Good morning, good morning. The last Sunday of July 2024. Welcome. My name is Heather Kistner. I'm a member here at Tennessee Valley Unitarian Universalist Church and Congregational President. We welcome you to our space. We have several new visitors this morning, and we welcome you and hope that we make you feel comfortable. Here at Tennessee Valley Unitarian Universalist Church, we welcome you wherever you are on your journey, wherever you have been, and wherever you would like to go. We are one another's keepers in our space. We welcome the wiggles and the whispers. And we're going to have an absolutely lovely service this morning. We do have 3 announcements, of which Elise Aring, if you could come up and give the first announcement, please.
Good morning, y'all. See how I did that? I'm learning the local vernacular. So I'm here to let y'all know that next weekend, August 4th, Sunday, after our first Sunday lunch, we are going to have a young adult group interest meeting. We're trying to pull together a group for young adults age 18 to late 20s. And if you know any young adults, if we have any in the room who want to come, we would love to have you. We're going to get everybody together and start figuring out what they want their group to look like. And so because it's our first Sunday lunch, we're going to invite all young adults who are interested to come and have lunch with us. And then we'll adjourn to room A to have a little bit more serious conversation about how they would love to be in community together here as you use in our congregation. So please spread the word if you know young adults, and we're putting it out to them on social media, and we're putting out a little bit to young adults directly who we know are part of our congregation. Thanks.
Next we have Alice Woody for Family Promise.
Good morning. I am not here to talk about what I usually talk about. I'm here to talk about pasta and bluegrass. This is Family Promise's major fundraiser of the year. TVUUC almost always participates. I can remember no time in which we did not. In this event, they have somebody come and play bluegrass that most people seem to like. And they also have 15 or so churches prepare their best pasta dishes for you to sample and try. I challenge anyone to eat something from every station. This will be on August 17 at the Sacred Heart School from 6 to 8 p.m. You can buy tickets from me outside in the art gallery after church. You can buy tickets online, and you can buy tickets at the door. Prices are $15 for adults, $10 for children, and $40 for families. Matthew Blondell, I don't know if he's here or not. Wave your arms quickly if you are. Has volunteered to cook this year. Again, so we need about 5 people to shop and prepare food. We need about 4 people to prepare food and cook with Matthew. We need about 12 people to transport food. My jetpack still isn't working. And then we need a few people to clean up and all of that. So we need you to buy tickets, we need you to help with preparation of food and serving, and we need you to come and enjoy. Information immediately outside the doors in the art gallery after church. Thank you.
And lastly, we have an announcement from Mark Mahandro on a learning opportunity.
Good morning. Mark Mahandro. I work here at the church as well as volunteer. This morning, just wanted to talk with you briefly about how to give to the church during our offertory or anytime during this service. You can drop off cash or check in the Sunday baskets that are back there. There's a kiosk in the church lobby. You can donate securely online if you go to our website as well. And you can give a gift by text message and send TV UUC and the amount to 73256. The second announcement I have is about a program that is going to be after church today at 12:30. It is called Questions, and it's a place for visitors who want to know more about Unitarian Universalism or how to join the church or why we use a flaming chalice. But that'll be at 12:30 in the Lizzie Crozier-French room, which is to the right as you leave. It is also open to older members and people who have been around for a while if they want to help deepen their connection to Unitarian Universalism. We started trying something a little bit different about 4 ago. You can still come and ask any question you want, and if I don't know the answer, I'll try and get it for you. But we're also adding in a little bit of a theme, so just you can come and learn about something as well if you want to. This month's theme is about beloved conversations. It's a program for people seeking to embody racial justice as a spiritual practice. The program is grounded in Unitarian Universalism, and it was developed by the FOS Collaborative at Meadville Lombard, which is one of our Unitarian Universalist seminaries. And it's open to all learners and just to help reclaim the hurt that has been on our lives due to racism. And hope to see you afterwards with that. Thank you.
So without further ado, let us all please silence our electronic devices as we enter into worship.
When Mary birthed Jesus, 'twas in a cow's stall, with wise men and farmers and shepherds and all. But high in God's heaven a star's light did fall, and the promise of ages it then did recall. Astronomers are expecting a new star to soon brighten the night sky. T Corona Borealis, also known as the blazed star, collects enough material from its neighbor to create a nova on a regular schedule of about every 80 years. We can't normally see these two stars with the naked eye, but the huge explosion they create is expected to be visible for about a week. This time, no wise men are predicting a Messiah. Some things, however, have not changed. There are wars and rumors of wars, tyrants, famine, and epidemics. We are left wondering, if Jesus had wanted for any wee thing, why do we get the star instead of peace on earth and goodwill to all? Today, we wander through the question of why the divine seems to allow evil and suffering in the world. Come, let us worship as we wonder.
In Arthur C. Clarke's science fiction short story, The Star, a Jesuit priest tells of his experiences serving as the chief astrophysicist on an interstellar journey to the remnants of a supernova. They find only one planet survived the blast, a little ball of ice, much like our Pluto. On that planet, they find a giant monolith. Not that monolith. This monolith was once a mile high, but the supernova and time have melted it to a mere stump. At the base of this, the explorers found a vault built by the civilization that once inhabited this solar system. This doomed people knew that their sun was soon to explode and spared no cost in traveling as far from their sun as they could to build the monolith and the vault. They filled it with the art and the music and recordings of their lives and their languages in the hope that something of themselves would pass through the coming cataclysm. This discovery elicits a crisis of faith for the Jesuit astrophysicist, because the reason they chose to visit this particular star was that the supernova must have been the bright star that appeared in Earth's night sky, heralding Jesus' birth. The priest reasoned that if the Christmas story was true, God orchestrated the destruction of an entire civilization to lead the wise men from the east to the manger in Bethlehem. And if this was just a cosmic coincidence, was there no Prince of Peace, no divine healer, no virgin birth, no angels, no heavenly song?
Las Posadas is Spanish for lodgings or inns. During this celebration of the 9 days before Christmas, a community reenacts the rejections Mary and Joseph receive as they go door to door begging for lodging.
In the name of heaven, I ask of you shelter, for my beloved wife can go no farther.
He is met with the response,
There's no lodging here. Keep moving. I can't open up. You might be a scoundrel.
in Spanish, this translates to En el nombre del cielo os pido pasar, pues no puede andar mi esposa
Good morning. My name is David Massey. I'm a member of the spiritual care team here at TVUUC. We are heart-centered, deep listeners who, with everyone's help, see to the caring needs of the congregation. At Sunday services, we share joys, sorrows, and concerns in the congregation and sometimes in the larger community. Our best source of information is you. Please call or text us if you or someone you know needs our support. The phone number is in your order of service and in the weekly newsletter. This morning, as dedicated individuals strive for an end to armed conflict across the globe and advocate for sensible gun regulations in this country, we are acutely mindful that yesterday was the anniversary of the tragedy that took place in this sacred space 16 years ago. And so today, we honor the lives of Linda Krager and Greg McKendry. We embrace all of those who were hurt physically, emotionally, and spiritually by that event. And we dedicate ourselves anew to justice, peace, and love. This morning, we have a number of concerns and sorrows to share. Our hearts go out to both Terry and Marcia Usselton. Terry's sister Kathy died last Monday. In a way, she died of a broken heart. Her son Jason suffered a fatal fall on a construction job last year. This is the second loss in Terry's immediate family in recent months. His sister Judy died earlier this year. He has two brothers who live here in Tennessee. Terry and Marcia are also mourning the loss of Marcia's Aunt Joy and Aunt Gay, who died earlier this summer. Christopher Hamblin, a former, and I should say, ongoing member of this church community and a co-founder of the Gay Men's Chorus, is sad to share that his stepdad, Virgil Dunn, died unexpectedly Friday night after dealing with multiple health issues over the last few years. Virgil and Christopher's mom, Patty, had been married for 21 years and were very supportive of Christopher and his husband, Tim. Christopher feels very fortunate that his work and performance schedules made it possible for him to be with his mom in this difficult time. Sylvia Smith has decided against residential hospice, and so she continues to receive hospice care at home for an hour or so, 3 days each week. But it has become clear to her and everyone else around her that she needs at least a minimal level of support around the clock. Her husband, Roger Kroll, is helpful and a great companion to Sylvia, but his Alzheimer's disease means that he cannot provide the care that she needs at this time. However, there are shortages of both private duty nurses and home care workers. Getting steady care 24/7 is not easy. We are looking for recommendations of reputable agencies and individuals. If you have any suggestions of resources we should pursue or avoid, please see me after the service or contact me through the church office. We also have joys to share, and different kinds of joy at that. Joy can emerge from small steps of recovery after a serious setback. Such is the case with Casey Clark's son. Just a few weeks ago, Casey flew to Los Angeles to help her 30-year-old son, Zach, in his recovery from a motorcycle accident caused by a hit-and-run driver. Casey is back home, and Zach is doing much better. She says he can now sit up, and that makes him very happy. John Coffey had a planned gallbladder surgery early last week. The surgery went well. He's recovering very nicely. He says he's looking forward to eating Bren's pizza to celebrate. We wish both Zach and John continued healing and recovery. Sometimes joy is pure and unbound. Mike and Melissa Reed are celebrating the birth of their grandchild, Kent William Profeta, on July 22nd. Mom, Melissa's daughter, Kaylor, Dad, Kevin, and baby are all doing great. And Mike's daughter, Sarah, is due in September, the joy of a growing family. As you know, this congregation has launched many UU ministers and national UU leaders. Here's another one. It is my pleasure to announce that Bella Thomas Wilson, one of 2 young adult members of the TVUUC board, has been accepted to serve on the Unitarian Universalist Association Emerging Adult Task Force. Congratulations, Bella. Now, more than ever, Bella is a go-to resource for all things young adult here at TVUUC. And sometimes joy breaks free from a sobering diagnosis. Our minister, the Reverend Chris Bice, has now completed 5 of a 39-day proton radiation regimen for prostate cancer. I should say 5 days of a 39-day proton radiation regimen. The cancer is advanced but contained, i.e. no metastasis. The goal is not mere management, but cure. The treatment takes just 20 minutes, so in August, when Chris returns to work from vacation, he can get early morning treatment and come to the church ready for work. He is very much looking forward to a reunion with everyone here at our water communion service on August the 11th, which will include, woohoo, a child dedication ceremony as well. Chris thanks everyone for the wonderful cards and messages he has received. One of those cards said, "We will beat this cancer." His response, "Yes, we will." In conclusion, please stop by the caring table and sign cards for those in need of our good wishes after the service. Sometime this week, take 90 seconds to text someone that you're thinking of them. And for all of the individuals mentioned here today, as well as those whose joys and concerns are held in private or are unknown to us, join me in singing, "Sending You Light."
We're weary from traveling from Nazareth. I'm a carpenter by the name of Joseph.
I don't care who you are. Let me sleep. I already told you, we are not going to open.
In Spanish, that translates to Venimos rendidos desde Nazaret. Yo soy carpintero de nombre José.
Our reading is from 1 Corinthians 12:24. Now you are the body of Christ and individually members of it. Reflecting on the infant Jesus, we see a model for addressing the presence of suffering and evil, not through force, but by an invitation to respond with humility. Born as a helpless baby, he was dependent on others and at the mercy of their choices. In the Christmas story, divinity comes into the world literally by individuals choosing to serve with trust and love. As we enter into silent worship, please ponder this variation of the scripture: you are the body of the divine and individually members of it.
As Mary and Joseph have traveled, their faithful companion, the mule, carried Mary with thoughtful intention, knowing a baby is to come. The mule has noted the concern on Joseph's face as the cold of night settles on them. Then the mule spots a special warm place, a manger, where they could spend the night. It runs with joy to hasten the end of their journey.
Tengo que andar con cuidado, piensa la mula, pues llove sobre mí, a María y al niño, aún no sé cómo es. Tengo que dar mi aliento, piensa la mula, mientras con la mirada no lo deja un momento. Es un niño precioso, nunca vi cosa igual. Qué milagro tan grande en tan pobre portal. Qué suerte tengo, piensa la mula, voy a correr. Conozco un sitio donde quizás pueda nacer. Corren pastores y preparando aquel lugar. Pedir ayuda, dentro de nada van a llegar.
My wife is Mary. She's the Queen of Heaven, who is going to be the mother of the divine word.
Are you Joseph? Your wife is Mary? Enter, pilgrims. I did not recognize you.
Mi esposa es María, reina de los cielos, y madre va a ser del divino Verbo.
Hi again, Mark Mahundro. If I was a little bit late with that, I apologize. As far as the announcing of the offering, our offering today is a designated offering, which means it goes, everything that was given to this goes to this particular fund, and this is the Advancing Equality Day. Advancing Equality is a fund that helps us sponsor things like Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday celebration, as well as Knox Pride, South Knox Pride. So please support the church in its mission as far as fighting oppression of all means. And thanks.
When the song of the angels is still, when the star in the sky is gone, when the kings and princes are home, and when the shepherds are back with their flock, that's when the work of Christmas begins. To find the lost, to heal the broken, to feed the hungry, to release the prisoner, to rebuild the nations, and to bring peace among others, to make music in the heart.
C. Clarke's The Star, we encountered a Jesuit priest who, upon discovering the remnants of a long-lost, destroyed civilization, grapples with a profound crisis of faith. This priest faces the heart-wrenching realization that the supernova, which appeared in Earth's sky around the time of Jesus' birth, may have caused the destruction of an entire civilization. This leads him to question the nature of God and the universe's moral fabric.
Similarly, the poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow faced his own crisis of faith after the tragic death of his wife and the wounding of his son during the Civil War. Out of his despair, Longfellow wrote the poem used in the song, "I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day." If you grew up singing this song, you probably remember the verse about his despair. But we omit the verses that explain the source of despair. He speaks of hearing the bells' message of peace drowned out by the booming cannons of the Civil War with these words, "Then from each black, accursed mouth the cannon thundered in the south, and with the sound the carols drowned of peace on earth, goodwill to men. It was as if an earthquake rent the hearthstones of a continent and made forlorn the households born of peace on earth, goodwill to men. And in despair I bowed my head. There is no peace on earth, I said, for hate is strong and mocks the song of peace on earth, goodwill to men."
The priest and the star seems to feel the same. They wrestle with our apparent insignificance in the cosmos, even worrying that God may be the source of suffering in the world. This suffering may seem as infinite as the darkness of the cosmos, but from astronomers, our modern wise ones, we have learned to love the stars too deeply to be afraid of the night.
The tradition of La Posadas, where we remember the journey of Mary and Joseph seeking shelter, teaches something completely different. They faced rejection after rejection until finally someone said yes, making literal space for God to enter the world. This story teaches that the divine is a humble God, helpless to force another's choices, but powerful enough to inspire those choices. Las Posadas reminds us that the divine comes into the world through our choices. It is through our deeds, our love, and our commitment to justice and peace that we make the divine presence known in the world.
We are reminded by Howard Thurman that the work of Christmas falls on us. We must sing the angel songs, watch the flocks, and be the wise ones who bear the gifts of healing to the broken, freedom to the prisoner, and peace to all the nations. If there is to be music in the heart, we must play and sing it. Let us commit to being the hands and the voices that bring peace and hope into our world. Please rise in body or spirit and join your voices in singing "I Heard the Bells on Christmas Days."
I
Church, the world awaits your liberating ministry. Go forward in the power of love and proclaim the truth that makes us free.